Hi, welcome to SBR Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. We are previewing the 2014 NBA Finals right now with Troy West from allplayswin.com, Miami and San Antonio, the rematch. And there's no one else I'd rather be discussing this with than Troy West. First, we're going to start with the series odds. Troy, thanks for being back with us.
Hey, thanks a lot, Pete. I appreciate it. You know, the two heavy favorites got in, not technically the best bets to get in, but kind of what a lot of people expected, the Spurs versus the Heat. And I got to tell you, Pete, I'm so strong about the side that I'm going to be on. I'm excited to be here, and I'm actually a little bit upset that I got to release it for free. But this is a huge bet for myself, a huge bet for my clients. Excited to share it out with SBR as well.
Wow. Well, thanks so much. Are you okay with releasing it for free, or do you want to start keeping these to yourself?
No, absolutely. No, we're a charity at allplayswin.com, Pete, so it's free of charge.
All right. Tell everyone how you've been doing this year in baseball and the NBA Finals and the NBA playoffs.
Thanks, Pete. No, it's just been an outstanding run. This is probably one of the best 30-day runs that we've had in quite some time. I got to thank yourself for the outstanding knowledge in the WNBA. It's been profitable for myself and clients. It's just been an outstanding run over the last 30 days, Pete. Encourage people to come check out allplayswin.com. Consistency is huge with us. Money management's huge. We're a great company. Customer service first. I encourage people to come take a look. It's very, very much a breath of fresh air when it comes to sports services.
All right. Well, I am very excited to hear what you have to say about this series. You've had some great picks with us all playoffs long, including the underdog pick of Portland in round one. Right now, the Spurs are minus 123 at Pinnacle. That's the last line I saw. Miami on the other side at plus 109. And, I guess that's where the lines have to be, right? The Spurs have home court edge, so you have to make them a small favorite here. I don't think you could get away with making the Spurs minus 150. I don't think you could get away with making Miami a favorite. We all remember what happened last year. Miami had the home court edge. They almost lost it in 6, but they had that amazing comeback, won it in 7. And, looking at these lines, I don't see any big edge at all. I guess I'd have to go with the Spurs at minus 123, given that they have the home court edge and came so close last year. What do you like here, Troy?
Yeah, Pete, I absolutely love the Spurs in this series. I really do. I think this is a team of destiny. There's 100 different reasons I can say why I like the Spurs. The coaching edge obviously goes to the Spurs. Greg Popovich here again, second straight time. We know his experience in these finals. Not taking anything away from Spoelstra. He's done a great job with this team. But the Spurs are here for a reason, Pete. This is a team that's got a fantastic bench. They've got a fantastic starting five. One of the X factors I believe in this series is the defense. The Spurs defense has been outstanding. You look at the way they were able to not necessarily shut down Kevin Durant, but really contain him throughout that series. Right. I feel like this is a team that's going to have a great game plan for LeBron James, and he's going to make other guys like Chris Bosh, Dwayne Wade beat them. And those guys have struggled. They've been up and down in the particular series. And one thing for me, Pete, is look at the road that the Spurs have taken. They knocked out a good Dallas team. We know that they took care of the Portland Trailblazers in 5, and then they go on and beat a good Oklahoma City team in 6. The Heat's path, not so much. They get a Bobcat team in the first round. They get a New Jersey Net team that we really weren't sure what to expect. And then they got a Pacer team who I was high on for a while, Pete, but really the Pacers were so bipolar this year, you can't really tip your cap for winning that series. So I got to go with the Spurs. Home court advantage, they're back, the revenge factor. I think depth-wise, the Spurs are the better team. And I think just overall talent for talent, the Spurs have the edge in this series.
Yeah, I mean, definitely the Spurs' last 2 series have been impressive. Beating Portland in 5, that was an impressive feat. And then winning the Game 6 at OKC. At SBR, a lot of people were saying that was a game that was going to be rigged for OKC and that the Spurs would win it in 7. And then the people who believed that then said that the Spurs are so good that they actually outplayed the rig in that game, which, if that's true, is an indication of how tough they really are.
No, absolutely, Pete. And I think there's been a lot of X factors for the Spurs as well. A lot of people don't give credit to guys like Danny Green. I wasn't sure what type of playoffs he'd have. He's been outstanding. Kawhi Leonard's been outstanding. We obviously know about Tim Duncan, Manu Ginobili. There's the question mark. A lot of people are scared that Tony Parker may not be ready. He's definitely going to play in Game 1. I expect him to be healthy. This is just a team with an outstanding bench. Boris Diaw's been good. Splitter's been good. Just a good overall team. Like you said, Pete, how many people gave him a chance in Game 6? They know how to win on the road. I don't think going into Miami is going to be much of a threat. This team's won in Portland. They've won in Dallas. And we know they've won in Oklahoma City. So they know how to win on the road. I like the Spurs in this series quite a bit.
And what about the health of Dwayne Wade? Do you think that Dwayne Wade is in significantly better shape this year than he was last year?
No, absolutely. And I would agree. And I think that's a lot of reasons why people have jumped on the Heat. This is an opportunity for them to three-peat. This is much of the same nucleus as they've had with LeBron. Chris Bosh has had some exceptional games. LeBron's had some exceptional games. And so's Dwayne Wade. He's really carried the weight when guys like LeBron's been in foul trouble or Bosh has been off. He's definitely healthy. I just think, Pete, if you look at the role players for both teams, you look at the guys like Mario Chalmers, Norris Cole, the Birdman Anderson, and Ray Allen. I think those four guys, compared to the Kawhi Leonards, the Boris Diaws, the Danny Greens, the Manu Ginobilis, I think the Spurs have a deeper bench, and I think they have a complete mismatch in a lot of those positions. So I think, again, that's another reason why I give the edge to the Spurs in this series is the depth and the role players going in the Spurs' direction.
And one final matter that I want you to address is the script that the NBA would like. Do you think that, first of all, I'm assuming that this series is going to go 7 games, and do you think that the NBA would prefer to have LeBron James win 3 in a row?
Boy, it's an interesting one, Pete. I don't know if it's going to be LeBron 3 in a row or one last hurrah for Greg Popovich and Tim Duncan. That's to remain unseen, but I would think that the NBA, if they really had a part in this, I think they'd want to send off Popovich and Duncan with one more.
All right. I guess it's settled then. The price is not that big considering the Spurs do have Game 7 home court edge. Spurs minus 123. Thanks so much, Troy.